Section 2, Getting Started. So in this section, we're going to take a look at how we install and run Redis, and even more importantly, how we can start up the Redis CLI, the command line interface, and start interacting with the database. Installing Redis. So the very simplest way you can install Redis on OS X is if you already have Homebrew installed, it's simply a command brew install Redis. If you don't, you can go to brew.sh and it will tell you all the information that you need to know to install Homebrew. You need to have Ruby installed. And after that, it's a simple matter of running this little Ruby script here that they include on their page. Now, if you don't have Brew or don't want to go down that road on OS X, or you have a Linux system, you can download the source and build it from there. And I can run you through this real quick. So we run wget as they've specified. It downloads the source. Extract that. Go into that directory and make. And should all go well. There we go. Okay, some notes on that. Obviously, it's pretty easy to use and install there. If you don't have curl, and by default on OS X you do not, which you can also install that using Homebrew if you have that. But otherwise, you can use curl, and I've included the curl command there instead of the wget. But also another note is that you have to have the developer tools installed on OS X, which don't come by default. The developer tools are easily installed, however, if you go through the App Store. Now, Windows is not directly supported by the Redis open source group. However, they do have their own GitHub repo. This is the MS Open Tech Redis repo. And you can look down here just a little bit, and it shows you how to build Redis using Visual Studio. There's one problem that I noticed that I want to point out. This link is not, in fact, valid, but there is a valid link that you can get to here to install Visual Studio. It's visualstudio.com, ENUS products, Visual Studio Express, or you can search using Google, of course. Once you've downloaded that, you've done the clone from GitHub and installed Visual Studio, then you can open up the msvs/redis server.sln in Visual Studio and merely build it. So just to summarize, Redis is available on most platforms. It is widely available, probably on whatever it is that you're running. And you can build it yourself from the open source code. And in fact, that's how they encourage you to do so. The next video will be running Redis.